welcome, and welcome again. Hey, everybody. I'm your girl, Tish LaCroix. It's time for Money and Meals. So we're working out this whole conversation of time. My daughter is actually at my office banging the door. She's like, I'm supposed to be in the office too. But the beauty of working from home is just that, right? I get to do everything I want to do at the house, right? I don't only just do this at the house, right? I also have the ability and I get to run my businesses from the home. So that's really, really awesome. And so one of the things I started doing was I understood it at one time. I worked a traditional job, right? Believe it or not, I worked a traditional job. And in doing so, we took lunch breaks, right? We took a break. And we would chat it up and we would chop it up and we would talk and all that good stuff. But the reality of it is I wasn't too much, I wasn't too much doing different things, right? I wasn't being productive during my lunch time. And so what I thought about was something that I understood was that what would you do if you had the possibility, right, to make an additional stream of income while you were at work? So here's the thing I wanted to tell you real quick, and I'm gonna go into this quick presentation. Then this is what we're gonna do. Y'all ready? What we're gonna do is we are going to give you some live things that you can do in making this happen, because a lot of people are afraid of the Forex space. A lot of people are like, listen, it's a scam. I hear it the most. It's a scam. It's a pyramid scheme. And let me say this: what I love about I Am Mastery Academy is you don't have to connect anybody. You don't have to talk to nobody. You can literally pay for your education and get the bag. Y'all hear my daughter banging at the door? Yes, that's her way of telling me she want to get in. So I'm going to go over this really, really quickly. Oh, we have meals. Look, this is Money and Meals, right? Lunchtime. So look, this is my meal for the day. I know people are like, Tish, I don't know if y'all can see that. Those are grapes. My sister got on me the other day. She said, no one's eating avocado and grapes. Y'all understand I took a late lunch. And so normally when I take a late lunch, I take a late breakfast. I don't eat a whole lot of lunch. So today I did, it's not really pretty, but I did a chicken wrap and then I did grapes. That's all I had for lunch because it's Money and Meals. So I want y'all know what I'm eating for lunch. And of course I got my smoothie, and for a coach get on me, I have my water. It's a little bit in here, but I got my cup in the other room. So I'm drinking water for lunch. So that's my lunch for the day because I'm gonna be right in front of this computer, getting it back. So let's do this presentation real quick. And then I'm gonna show you the products that you would use to get money and minutes. So now think about this concept right here. Think about the fact that I took a 10-minute, 30-minute, hour lunch, right? Hour lunch. And then while I was on my lunch eating my meal, whether it was Chick-fil-A or McDonald's, if you like that, Kentucky Fried, or what about the person that says, listen, I have to go to the job and I don't have a whole lot of time to go get the lunch, come back and get the bag. Let me tell you what you can do. Get your little DoorDash, get your little Uber Eats, have it scheduled to come, deliver it onto you at the job. See, I'm telling you, I'm solving problems. And then y'all know y'all already, no, I'm not gonna tell you. I know y'all be using that job internet. Don't be lying. You be doing it, you know. I ain't gonna lie, I used to do this. Oh, don't come back and comment. Lord, forgive me. I was wrong. But I'm saying you got mobile, the hotspots on your phone. So you're able to do, so that's not an excuse. Come on. You're able to, even if you drove to the Chick-fil-A and sat in their parking lot, they got free Wi-Fi. So that's all you need in a laptop or an iPad, whatever device you want to use. So let's get this party started. Let me share my screen. All right, let's go through this. I'm gonna go through this kind of quick. So that's our challenge. Many of us saying we have enough, but we don't have enough that our cup runneth over. We don't have enough to where we say, listen, my bills are being paid, but I don't want to have to super save a whole year to go on a trip. I don't want to have to super save a year for my kids to go to summer camp or to get the housekeeper. I want to be able to say, listen, I can get the bag really in record-breaking time. I'm not gonna say really quick because wealth is it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. But I want to be able to get the bag and still be able to do what I need to do. Many of you saying, listen, I want to start the business, but that's going to take away from the job that I have or for what I already have. And I'm gonna speak from my perspective. We own 2 businesses, my husband and I, and we had this. But let me tell you what it takes to run a business. Capital. All right. And I didn't want to be in a position where I had to wait to get things done because the capital wasn't coming in a quickly manner. I didn't want to have to go to the bank and get a loan because now I owe another debt that puts the more pressure on you as a business owner, as a nonprofit, to get the money that you need in order for you to pay the loan back and still make more money. Does that make sense? You tell me that makes sense, right? And so that was my challenge. That's what I was dealing with. I know y'all saying, I don't want to give up another hour of work. I don't want to give up another, couple of hours of my day. I already don't spend time with my children. I already don't have time to do the things I need to do. I already don't have time to go forward, right? I'm just being honest. This is not, I'm talking to the person, not the person in a desperate situation, but the person that says, there's so much more I want to do. My cup fills up. Come on. I have enough to fill the cup, but I need that run over to when I want to invest in something else, I'm not worried about taking from my cup. Yeah, so I took a lot of people. That was my case. I was working and I had enough to make ends meet, but I didn't have enough of that overflow, as I would call it, for me to start my business, for me to do the other things. Also, in my position was out in the event space. So you're talking about hospitality took a huge hit. We're still taking a huge hit. Listen, we have the small position that has the most employees taking a huge hit. And so me taking that hit, it was like, okay, and I'm not talking about a little hit like a couple $100, okay? I'm talking about a couple of thousand. I took a real hit. Thank God we had other streams of income, but the reality of it is I still need capital because I believe this is a pullback for my business to expand. And so where was that capital going to come from? Well, that capital for me has come from getting education. Now, let me explain this, though. Here's the difference between this and traditional education. I decided to tap in to the educational field where I can, number one, earn while I learn. Number two, it wasn't taking me from the kids anymore because y'all heard my daughter banging at the door. So it wasn't taking me from them. She actually watched the videos with me a lot of times. It wasn't taken away from me spending time with my husband. It wasn't me going and getting another job. It wasn't me having to go into the classroom. It said while I was in here getting my education on my lunch break, all right, I'm able to maximize and produce other income. So now I'm able to take control of my entire life. I'm able to say, listen, because money ain't an issue. I always go back to Jay-Z where he says, I got 99 problems, but y'all know he said something else. But for me, if money wasn't one of the problems I had to deal with, would the other 99 really matter? If you really think about it, if your money issue was taken care of, the other 90 would be small potatoes to you. But because financial restraints are bothering me, because I'm thinking about how to make ends meet, the other things become magnified. And so I want to talk about the 60%. I want to talk about the 35%, but really I want to focus on the 60% of this quadrant because, listen, it's okay to have a job because there are some people I know love what they do. They love it. They love it, right? But they also say, in loving that, I still want to make sure I have my cup running over. I have the overflow. And so many of them are saying, listen, on my lunch break, I'm over here scrolling Instagram and scrolling Facebook. I'm over here talking about stuff that, to be honest, really don't get me no bag and really don't matter right now. When I could take my hour of time that I'm off on my lunch break instead of gapping up with you with what Boo Boo and Kiki them doing and what this person and talking about that person, I could be in the bag. And it didn't add or take away any additional time I already had. You were already taking a 15-minute break. You were already taking a lunch break. Yeah, real tea. And so with I Am Mastery Academy, let's talk about it. What you get access to on your lunch break for 1 hour. I'm giving you 30 minutes to an hour, right? You have access to well over 100 plus educators full time. We're going to talk about the educators that are in the HFX space because that's what I want to talk about. Money in minutes, high frequency binary options, which is I call him my boyfriend, but it's really good for the person who says, listen, I only have an hour to give to this. That's really all you need. 30 minutes to an hour every day. That's all you need. Truthfully speaking, that's all you really need, that you can commit to this, right? And so you get to collaborate, you get to connect, you get to ask questions, you can do all those very things with live education. We have our very own on-demand TV guide where you can look at it and see which educator I want to get with. All educators are not created equal, but I know for a fact, they're all 7, 8, and 9 figure earners. You can do this on your time. Remember, we're talking about getting money in minutes, money in meals, and lunchtime, period. I'm going to take my lunch because my schedule is too busy to do something else. I have a lot going on. I have kids, I have a husband, I got ministry commitments. Come on. What else you got? You got nonprofits you're part of. You have businesses to run. You can't give up more time, but I can maneuver that in my free time. When I'm on lunch break, I can get another bag. So this is for you. This is for you. You don't have to give no additional time, but the time that you already was giving up to do something that wasn't productive, right? And so what am I talking about? The foreign exchange market. So let me go ahead and clear up something real quick for everybody who don't know. The basis and the gist of how you make money in the foreign exchange market is you make money on the conversion rate. That means as one currency is hedged against another, the US dollar against the euro, As the value of each one of those gold gets higher or lower compared to the other, you can make money. Just that simple. No best way to explain it. That means that basically you can put in there, listen, at this time, you know, the dollar against, and now it's as the euro is worth $2. I just made $1. Just that simple. Right. And so I want to explain, this is not a hoax. This is not a scam. Y'all, anybody who know me for real, no, I don't even play like that. Right. But understand this, right? This market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. It is valued at $6.7 trillion. You can make money whether the market is good. Well, I understand, because the market is always good, but you can make money on the buy and on the sell. It doesn't matter. Right. And you don't have to have your own physical money to do so. So let me get to the meat and potatoes of what I want to tell y'all about today, because I'm going to go and actually show you some different things. High frequency options. Right. Let me talk about high frequency options. This is what we call money in minutes. So I'm taking my lunch break. Right. This is a real account. This is one of our educators, Matt there. We call him Matty Pips. He is a 7-figure, 8-figure earner in this space. I'm not going to play the video, but I want to show you what you see. Yes, it is a video. So don't want to say that I'm going to play it real quick. So y'all can see a little bit. Look. See how the screen moving? It's a video. And he actually... See, so don't want to say I'm just had a screenshot of someone's gun. This is a real video. This is actually, you see it says GoLive.im. This is actually from our online academy, our Go Live Academy, where you have live education. This is his real account. I'm not making this up. And so he's making money in minutes. This is what I want to show you most about this video, and this is what you're looking at. In 3-minute segments, he's making money. 3 minutes, not 5 minutes, not 3 days, not 1 hour. In 3 minutes, he's making money. I switched screens for a purpose, right? He's making money. So I want to give you a real insight, a real clarity, because sometimes we see big numbers and then we sit here and we're like, oh my gosh, we're overwhelmed, because we've never seen it before. That's why we think it's a scam. See, things that have never been seen in the natural, we think are scams, but understand there's nothing new under the sun. I'm not going to minister. I'm just going to tell you the truth. And so sometimes, because we haven't been exposed to it, because we haven't been in a position, we've seen somebody do it, we think it's a scam. But the problem is you're around the wrong people. When you get around the right people who you know are 7, 8, and 9-figure earners, because it's documented, your mind begins to expand to a different understanding. You've been around people who are 3 figures, 4 figures, if that. Earners. And so you haven't been exposed to the mindset of it could be greater. But I'm going to put it in perspective. Remember, past profits are not indicative of future profits. Trade at your own risk. Life is a risk. When you walk out that door, that's a risk. When you get in that car, that's a risk. But understand this, with much risk, there's great reward. So if you're willing to say, listen, I know I need the capital, right? I know I don't have the time to put into different things, but I know this could be the vehicle that I need to listen. It don't matter about the vehicle as much as it matters about your destination. You want to be debt free. You want to be able to do stuff just because you already got it to do it. You want to be able to do whatever you want to do, whatever that is for you. But I understand we got to make ends meet. I understand we got jobs. I understand we got to work. And I get that. Some of you say, listen, I want to be at home with my kids. I don't want the fact that I got to figure out who's going to watch them so I can go to work every day. This space allows that for you. And you don't have to quit what you love to do, but they're in a position where they can succeed. So I changed to this because I want to show you this product. I'm going to show you this product in live form. This is our cash trap strategy on our hourglass product. This again is HFX. HFX is money in minutes. And so on this video, he took a trade and he was asking the people in the chat exactly how much they're making. So I'm going to give y'all some perspective of how compound interest can work in your favor. All right. So someone on this chat says, matter of fact, I'm going to play the video, but I'm going to mute it out. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play it. Someone on the chat says, listen, I made $20, and he calls it out. You're going to see the chat pop up. I made $20 and he was like, that's dope, right? But I want you to put it in perspective. The person made $20 in 3 minutes. All right. They made $20 in 3 minutes. So let's compound this for a second. Let's do some quick math real quick, because I want you to understand how this can be game changing for you getting the capital you need to do what you need to do. Okay. So let's just say you make $20 in 3 minutes. In the matter of your entire lunchtime, green means he won. In the matter of a lunchtime, which is averaging about 30 minutes to an hour, there are 23-minute segments, right? Let's add this up. So 23-minute segments, you made $20 every 3 minutes times 20. That's $400 you just made in an hour. What if you did that 5 days a week when the market was open? Because I told you it's open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. Now, just a little secret if don't nobody tell you, HFX is open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. And you can trade crypto. So guess what? That's open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. But let's just go with the 5 days on your lunchtime. You logged in with him as an educator. You focused on your education. You took 15 minutes a day outside of this on your phone, on your iPad, getting information. But while you're learning, you're earning, you get in the bag, right? So here we go. $400. I said you're going to make it in an hour, right? $400. Oh, my phone. Not doing right. Okay. $400. You did that 5 days a week. That's $2,000 you made in a week. When you add it up and see what they're like in a month, that you took an hour of your time and you focused on this. You didn't focus on scrolling social media. You didn't focus on going through, talking about somebody else. You didn't focus on bashing your boss. You didn't focus on just sitting in your car, listening to trap music. You didn't focus on watching YouTube videos. But what you did was you got in here, you opened your laptop, and you got the bag. I don't care. I used to sit, let me be transparent. I'm going to go to the next slide. I used to sit in the, when I didn't have internet, my husband would tell you, I had homework assignments. But I used to work at, I'm going to tell you where I used to work. I said it before in a couple of videos. I used to sit in my job and use the internet and did my homework. I used to sit in the parking lot of McDonald's. This is back before internet really got to the level it is now, and get on the Wi-Fi in the McDonald's parking lot in the wee hours of the morning, just because I was determined to finish school. And so it's all about your desire. So no one can tell me, you can't get internet. Free internet is everywhere. They got these hot spots, all kind of places. So as long as you can tap into the internet, you good. Take your lunch break and sit there with your grapes and your chicken wrap and your smoothie or your water and whatever that is, and say, listen, I'm going to take my lunch break and I'm going to get money in meals. And guess what? We're going to get it with you. And so for $234.95, $174.95 a month, let me be very clear, you're paying for your education. None of these educators are getting any of your money that you get in your broker accounts or the accounts you create as far as where your money is. This is strictly to pay for your education. And someone is saying that's too good to be true. They hear these 7, 8, and 9-figure earners. How are they making money? Let me tell you how they're making money. They're getting in the market along with you, period. And just like your professor in college, if you're a college graduate, your professor don't get none of the check that you're getting right now. They're not getting that. They got paid when you paid your tuition. So the same rules apply. Now, let me talk about the free, because I know people want to talk about the free, right? So the company says, listen, if you bring 2 people with you that you don't want to get money with you at lunch, you got people that you work with every time y'all sit around and have lunch, smoke cigarettes. And I'm just speaking for, people I used to hang on when I was working a traditional job, and y'all talk about stuff that may not be important. I mean, because you're talking about other people, you talk about how pissed off you was, talking about the customers you talking about on the phone. And when you all could come together at lunch and get the bag. So the company says, if you enroll 2 people, you bring 2 people along, they said, listen, I'm going to give you your education for free. So guess what just happened? You're not even paying for education and you still get in the bag. Just that simple. Just that simple. Now, I'll put this slide up here. I'm not going to read this, but I just want to say why I'll put this up here. This is one of my whys. I know that I've been called to leave a legacy of wealth for generations to come. And so I put this up because I want you to understand, you got to remember why you're doing what you're doing. And the first person you need to do it for is do it for yourself. We say we're doing it for our kids and our husbands and our families and all that. All that stuff is great. But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. When they piss you off and you don't feel like doing it no more, guess what you're not going to do? You're not going to do it because good when your kids act up and you're going to give them the Xbox. You're like, I'm not buying you no Xbox, so you're not going to buy it. But at the end of the day, when I said I was going to get it from me because I know I wanted to live at another level, so I got to do what other people ain't doing. That's why I do what I do. And so I know what God has said about us. I know what God has called us to do. But many of us need to think about having that mantle experience. The experience of when our family looks up, legacies on, we're going to the other side. That when our legacy looks up, that's what they're going to say. Because of them, we're able to stand right here. So I ask y'all, what will you become? What are you going to do? What are you going to do during your lunch break when you're having your food and your meals and you got that mouse and you're over there scrolling social media and not being productive? Your goals are being delayed. What are you going to do? So I'm going to stop this right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show y'all some products because I think that sometimes we need to see the product in action. Let me tell y'all something. My goal, I'm going to be very honest and very transparent. Whoever is hosting this watch party, I want you to definitely get back with them. talk to them, ask them, how can I get connected to the Money and Minutes movement? How can I get connected to Money and Meals, right? And so how can I be in a position where I'm not giving up more time? Stop trading your time for money. Let money work for you. Because see, when I get off here with y'all, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do an hour of studying, and then I'm going to get into back to working on my business. So for me, it's like 2 hours. It's like 12 to 2, depending on how my schedule moves. Then I get back and I do some studying, do some teamwork stuff, and that's just how my day goes. And so I want you to schedule that time in, because we're having lunch and we're not being productive on lunch because we're taking a break from helping somebody else build their dreams, but we're not over here building our own. And we're waiting till we get off work and we're tired, and they're trying to figure out where we're going to get the capital, and we're pitching here and there to get it when we can just get the capital all in one place. So listen, let me show you something. So definitely get with the person that shared this watch party with you. If you're ready to get started, hit me up. Let's go. I mean, I love the fact that I get to help. I'm looking for my 12. I told you, see how many I got. Wait a minute. 6. So I need 6. I'm looking for 6 more. Got. I think I'm missing somebody. Hold on. Because someone told me they wanted my, 6 more. 6 more families I'm serving. 6 more families I want to help go to the next level. Because see, I positioned myself to make, $10,000 a month. Additional. They had nothing to do with my trading accounts, and nothing to do with my businesses, just an additional $10,000. I'm hoping, hold on. 12 people be listening to earn an extra 2 to 5. Period. It's all about servitude. Let me show you my screen. Hold on. Let me show y'all a little something. Share my screen. Share that. Sorry. Share. All right. Let me go to my go live. Oh, Millie just went off. I want to show y'all this first. This is live education. Who's on right now? Okay. So Dr. Lee and Brandon Boyd are on. They don't trade on their session. What they do is they do a lot of, they do a lot of education for HFX. So let me go back. Before I talk about Brandon Boyd. Let me go back. I want to show y'all something. So HFX is what we're talking about, Money in Minutes, right? First things first, from the Helping Families perspective, that's the name of our team. You're going to get 7 steps to get you started, right? We're going to get you set up. We're going to get you started. We're going to get you connected. That's in addition to, of course, being a part of us, which is the Game Changers movement. Sorry, let me make this bigger. I didn't realize that was so shame to exit out there. All right. The Game Changers movement, right, where you're able to do so many other things. And so you're getting community where we're answering questions and we're doing different things. So I want you to understand that you're going to be able to do so much on with us together. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. Okay. Had to make sure we was good. All right. So I want to show you this first. I was talking about our on-demand, our live education. All of these people you see are HFX educators, high frequency option educators, and also will have sessions. Now, this works for you. Now, Millie Mills, she comes on at noon. I get on with her. You got people that's coming on at 12:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got people that's coming on 9 a.m., 12 a.m. in the morning. I mean, there's so many options that works with your day. So even if you work the late shift, right, you're able to get on to these sessions. So don't feel like, well, I'm not going to get on the noon session. There are other people on all night. I'm on late at night with Maddie Pips at 11 o'clock. You got the person on at 10 a.m. There's all different sessions that works for your schedule. So depending on if you're working in the morning or working in the evening, you can take your lunch break and get on these sessions, right? At the same time, these sessions are recorded. So you're able to go and look at these favorites. Now, you can't do help me, the actual trip market ideas, but you're able to get the lessons. So I wanted to show y'all that real quick. And yes, he is live. So this particular educator, they just teach you, which is really good. All right. You want to get the education because at the end of the day, you want to be able to do it on your own. That's at the end of the day, that's what it is. So I'm gonna let them play a little bit so you can hear.
So we will apply time expiration and say 1 minute, 2, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. We can do anything up to 1 month, depending on. And so if price ends above where we entered the price on a call option, we win the trade. If it ends up below our line on a put option.
So that's it. Education, right? So I'm gonna share one more thing and I'm gonna get off. This is what we call the hourglass. This is one of our products. that we have where we use for binary options, HFX, and it uses our cash trap strategy. Now, let me tell y'all why I love this strategy. You're like, Tish, this looks like a lot of gibberish. None of this stuff you see matters right now. It does matter, but for what this is, I'm going to tell you, doesn't matter. To use this strategy, all you need to see, let me see if I can get this to I can highlight this for y'all so y'all can see what I'm talking about. I just want to show y'all one thing, Chad. Oh, wait a minute, let me see. I'm going to draw a line, but it's not going to be. I'm trying to show this right here. Y'all see this arrow right here? This arrow. That's all you worried about. If that arrow is pointed up, you buying or putting in a call. If that arrow was pointing down, you selling or putting in a put. It's just that simple. That's one way to use this strategy. Nothing else. 3 minutes. Boom. That's it. Now, there's another way to use strategy where you use the different indicators that you see, but literally arrow up, buy. Let's see if I can find with an arrow down. Let's see. Or call. I'm sorry. I don't want to say up. Boom. Arrow down, sell, put. Boom. That's it. This updates every 5 minutes. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just in 5 market ideas. Possibility that you can make money at lunchtime. That's it. That's it. So I will see y'all tomorrow for lunch. I'm about to eat my lunch, y'all, for real. So I got to get some work done. And my daughter trying to get in here. So like I always say, remember to do life on purpose, with purpose, and for purpose. If that's you, you said, listen, Tish, I'm not trying to do nothing extra. I ain't trying to recruit nobody. You do not have to. Let me put that here. You do not have to. I made a choice that I wanted to get the bag, and I want to help other families get the bag too, because I understand what it's like to be a single mom. I didn't have enough capital. I understand what it is like to work a traditional job and trying to fund my real dreams. Come on. I understand it. Now I said, like, to love what you do. Like, I love what I do, but I know I need more capital. And some things, other things I want to do to where I have other streams of income. Money is working for me. So if that's you, number one, get with the person that invited you to this watch party, that shared this watch party with you. Number two, if that's me, right, or anybody with the Game Changer Society helping families, definitely inbox me, call me, text me, whatever, comment on the video, whatever you have to do. And let's get started, because like we do new members classes. We have all kind of great things. Actually, my team has a meeting tomorrow because I'm going to do some different things with them. But we're here to support you as we all are become students and tapping into the education. Remember to do life on purpose, with purpose, and for purpose. I see you on the right side of money.